crafty friends. It's been a minute. I know that. It's been a minute since I have done a video. But in all fairness, I did put a short video on YouTube to recap what I have been busy with from August until the end of December. So you can see what all I had been doing. I had been very busy, and in December, the last two things that I did was I finished the cancer survivor quilt. I hand quilted that, and that took me a little while. That took me probably about close to 6 weeks to get that hand quilted, and then I got it bound up and I was able to deliver it. So beginning of January, also at the end of December, I crocheted the sleeves onto the jean jacket. They were black sleeves that I had crocheted. She liked it so well that she ordered one with pink sleeves. So not only did I crochet sleeves on her jacket, but I crocheted house slippers for her as well. Okay, record. There you are, Miss Tori. You look so nice. Okay, this is the second jacket that I have crocheted the sleeves. The first one was black, this one is pink, and I made her a scarf and earmuffs to go with. Isn't she pretty? Woo! You rocking that, girl. Love it. Absolutely love it. You gorgeous. You look good in pink too.
It's my favorite. Oh my God.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, so on that one I used a size H hook. I went down 2 hook sizes.
Okay.
And I did my stitches just a little bit tighter. So, and then I added the little bowstring on there. I think that bow just makes it look really cute. I love it. Oh, love it, love it, love it. You do have an arrow foot.
Very, very
wow.
Very, very narrow.
There you are.
Rainbow.
Ooh, that looks nice. Oh, that green looks good on you too. I love that.
Yes.
That is a pretty green.
Yes.
That emerald green is nice.
And it's so tight that I have to untie it. That's good. So I can tie it to my ankle.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I got 2 pink. I was like, I'm not gonna want to give my baby her pink one, but I forgot I got 2.
Yeah, I made the 2 pair of the pink ones. And I had plenty of yarn left over from all this, so I have scraps of yarn. I can make an afghan or something now, but
that's perfect.
There you go. Oh, that's pretty.
Oh yeah, that was a perfect.
Those little ruffles around the top are so cute.
Yes.
I just love them. So I just did a basic slipper pattern, which is like common for all the slippers. Start out the same way, and then if you know how to do ruffles, you know, the little scallops around the edge and all that, then you just do that. So I did 2 rows of scallops to make the ruffles. Those are so cute. Those look really nice. Well, I'm glad I did it correctly this time.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a trial and error when you're making garments or things for people to wear. Oh, you probably can. You should be able to.
I don't know how high they will be. No, probably not my tennis shoes.
No, probably not your tennis shoes. Oh, they do go in your tennis shoes. You got ruffles around your tennis shoes now.
Yes, see?
Cute. And I've been crocheting house slippers for other people in my life, in my family. So I've been busy crocheting. So now that that's all over with, now that crochet order and all of my crocheting, I feel like all of my crochet projects are finished for a little bit. I need to get back to my sewing and quilting. So I'm going to show you what is currently sitting on my table waiting to be done. Don't let your brain explode, please. I just have things to do. So I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see. Okay, so the first thing you're going to see is fabric. That is going to be a wedding quilt. I'm going to do a disappearing 4-patch with that. And then the next thing you see, this is a bag. The bottom of this is Insulbrite, and that's what I layer with the batting for pot holders. And then this is the Christmas fabric. I'm going to do 14 Christmas pot holders as towel toppers. And then in this bag right here, this is the Insulbrite again, and then these are all the fabrics that I'm going to use. Those are for everyday and fall towels that I have going. See how pretty those towels are. How pretty is that? Okay, so there's that. And then right here I have a short pile of things. These are going to be bowl cozies and pot holders for my sisters who live in Washington and Oregon. So I need to get that done. So that's going to be ready to go too. Now I've got the batting and the Insulbrite and everything. I just need to iron the fabrics and get them cut in their 12x12s and all that. So then laying on my table here is a new roll of batting. I have to get that cut into 12x12 squares for the 33 pot holders that I am going to make to attach to the towels. So, and this is going to take me a few days. So if you want to go along with me, that's fine. And then over here on my couch, I have lined up, I'm going to do large shoulder bags with this fabric right here. All kinds of different fabrics. And then that right there, the Stash Buster quilt that I put the top together, this is layered and ready to be quilted. I'm going to quilt this on my machine. So that's what this piece of blue fabric right there is. And then I think that's about it. Those are kitchen towels that go to my sisters. That's gonna go with their bowl cozies and pot holders. And what you see on the back of the couch, I crocheted that blanket a few years back, and it's actually, that's a love seat. So I folded that Afghan in half so it would fit my love seat. That is called the Trail of Tears, and it's actually one of my favorite blankets. It's one of my favorite crochet patterns to make an Afghan out of it because it goes really, really quick. It crochets up quickly and nicely and everything. So, so that's what that Afghan on the back of my couch is. So that's about it for now. I have to show you Hobbii or hobby, however you want to call it, Hobbii. Okay, I found this. The weight of the yarn is a 1, so it's very, very thin yarn, and I got it in several different colors. I got like 6 or 7 colors. I got a dark and a light of each color except for one. So there are the brown ones. There's the purple ones. Here's the peach color ones. See, there's a dark peach and a light peach. And then there's a green one. Now, I didn't get a light green, and I don't know why I didn't. I should have, because they had some beautiful colors, but I was afraid of overspending. So I tried to limit myself, but man, when I'm buying yarn, it's the same as buying fabric. It's hard to say no to some of that. It's just like, it's pretty and you want to touch it and you want it to come home with you. It's like, please follow me home. You need a nice, dry, warm, safe place to live. So I'm going to take you home with me. That's my attitude about yarn and fabric. So anyway, the other thing that happened recently is that my son got me a yarn winder. So this winds up a ball of yarn or whatever. And so in this box that the yarn winder was on, it makes a really nice cake of yarn too. It makes very good cakes. So part of what was in that, the box with the yarn winder, was this a very small skein of yarn, and it's called milk cotton. And it is the softest yarn I have ever had the privilege of working on. And look at what a beautiful little pink that is. Isn't that just a gorgeous pink? So I crocheted that. So I've been busy. And if you're wondering what these are, this is just big twist cotton from Joann's Fabrics. That's what the gray is. But if you're wondering what these are jar openers. This is actually shelf liner. So when you have a jar that's has an unruly lid that does not want to come off, put this on your jar and it helps you grip the lid so you can open it easier without injuring your hands. So that's what all of that is. I crocheted some dishcloths. Let's see, what else? Let me see if I can reach them. Here is one of the pair of house slippers for my sister, one of my sisters. She loves the color purple. So that's for her. And if you're wondering what the white dots are, that is actually the bottom of the slipper. I was watching the YouTube tutorials, and one of the suggestions was to put puff paint on the bottom so that if you're on a floor that is not carpeted, then that will keep you from slipping and falling on your backside and injuring yourself. So I just put some, and those dots aren't quite as big as they look. The camera's making them look huge, but they're really not that huge. Anyway, so I just did a basic house slipper pattern. And now, so I don't do all of the tops this big so that you can turn it down. Some of them I just do a little short top there, and then in part of this video you're gonna see the friend that I did a full set of house slippers. I made 5 pair for her. I put scallops or anyway, it was ruffled around the tops of them, and she loved the ruffled tops. And I added a string. I did a 1 row string at, 36 inches, and laced through the top of the shoe so she could tie them and it would be tight around her ankles. And she just absolutely loved them. So I will share that with you in this video. Let's see, what else have I been doing? So anyway, right here, all of this on my table. As you can see, my table is very full right now. it's probably going to take me the month of February to get all of this done. Okay, just to let you know, it more than likely it's going to take me the full month of February. So I am going to invite you along on my journey. And tonight I am preparing these ahead of time. So what I did tonight was I cut out the Insulbright. Now I'm going to cut out the batting. And then tomorrow I am going to start ironing and cutting the fabrics for the pot holders. So that is currently what I am doing. And by the way, these pot holders and bowl cozies have been a little while in the making, and the quilt that I'm going to be quilting tomorrow, the Stash Buster, I made that back in December. I want to say the first part of December is when I put that top together. So now I got because I want it to be really fluffy and I want it to have that fullness, thickness to it. I got extra loft batting, and so when I go to quilt it, you will see what that means. It's going to make it really fluffy and foofy. So anyway, that is what I am currently up to, and I invite you to go look at my YouTube short video to show you what all I accomplished between September to December. And it takes me a while to get some of those things made, all those bowl cozies. That was an order of 50 bowl cozies. But before I made the bowl cozies, that same customer that orders those, I had, I think it was 30 pot holders I had fabric for that needed to be made up. So I got that made up and got that delivered to her as well. And I had crocheted some other dishcloths because I crochet dishcloths as well. So anyway, my goodness, I have been very, very busy, and now I'm about to be even busier getting product made so I can get it loaded into my website so people can go online to Grandma Katie's Custom Quilts and order kitchen towels, bowl cozies, pot holders, dishcloths. Okay, so some of the dish towels, I have a truckload of them that I had purchased from a friend in Oregon who was going out of business with her crafting. So I purchased all of the towels that she had. And I'm not going to put pot holders on all of them, nor am I going to crochet all of them. I believe I have crocheted all of the ones that I had picked out to do that. I have way more than I need now. And by the way, what my friend sent me, what I purchased from her, some of those are very, very gorgeous as well. They're absolutely beautiful. And not all of them, I don't want to crochet on some of them because they are linen. So let me show you. I am making the rings. I crochet the rings with the topper that is long enough to go on the stove and hang on the stove nicely. This is a 4-inch ring, just in case you don't know, and I just use a number 4 worsted weight yarn for the edge of the ring. So I do the first row, I do a single crochet, and then the very next one I do the 5 double crochet scallops. So I do 5 double crochets and then 1 single, 5 double crochets, 1 single, and all that all the way around. And then when I get to the top, I go 12 across. I believe it's 12 or 13 across, and I do 10 rows of that. And on the 9th row, I leave a buttonhole so that I can do the button. So, And then I always get those. They're like a 3/4 of an inch or an inch and inch and a quarter. Something. It's a huge button. Anyway, those are my favorite buttons to use. So that's what I got for the towel rings. So the other towels that I have, I am going to like put a band around the front of it, and so you can slip it through the band and have it hang nicely on your stove. I'm going to do some of those. I had thought about doing some of the dresses, you know, that when a person makes a little dress for the towels. I had thought about doing some of those, but I'm not really good at those. I haven't been able to perfect that yet. So I think I'm going to do the bands, I'm going to do the rings, and I'm going to do the pot holders. And if I ever get the little dress topper perfected, then I will attempt to do some of those later. But not right now, not when I'm in the middle of all of this. This is, I have too many things to get done right now. So, and I want to be able to do them well. So, there's that. And then taking pictures, getting things loaded on my website so people can begin to purchase and all that. I think it's about time I got that done. So that is it for a minute. And so let's get this batting cut out. And then I'm going to call it quits for the night because it is pretty late. I'm not going to tell you what time it is, but suffice it to say, I'm kind of a night owl. Anyway, let's get this batting cut. Okay, so the Insulbright and the batting have been cut and layered. 14 for the Christmas ones and 19 for the everyday and fall ones. That part is finished now. So tomorrow I am going to finish out the Stash Buster quilt, get that quilted up and all nice, and put a binding on it. And then I will do the bowl cozies and pot holders for my sisters and get those finished. Then I will, before I do the other pot holder toppers, I think I am going to get that wedding quilt at least get the pieces cut out so that when I start putting it together, it will just be there for me. So, okay, that is it for the evening. Yeah, it's late enough in the evening. I need to have a stopping point so I can get some rest and get up in the morning and do my sewing. So, I will see you in the next video. Y'all have a great week. I hope the weather is straightening up for some of you up north. I know y'all have had a few big snows. I don't know if you're getting another one or not, but if you are, happy quilting, happy sewing, happy crocheting, or whatever it is you do. For those of us here in the South, the weather is getting warmer, which is very nice. So now I can go take a walk when I want to, and I can go get my son's puppy dog, as you saw in the little short video if you watched it. I can get my son's puppy dog and take her to the doggy park. She loves it there, so she can go run around. And enough about me. I will see you in the next video in just a few days. Y'all have a good one. Bye.